Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching this, and welcome to this Wednesday's No Bullshit Nail Club Wisdom Wednesday. Yet again, another episode, if you like, another video recorded in my car. It seems to be a bit of a common occurrence, but we're going to run with it because actually this is quite a good space for me to gather my thoughts and start to just put some of these Wisdom Wednesdays together. So here we are anyway. I hope everybody is doing well. I am absolutely shattered. I am a couple of days back into the real world after coming back from holiday, and it's just such a strange time, isn't it, when you come back from holiday and straight back into work. I don't know why we take a holiday and then don't take days off after a holiday. Maybe I need to start doing that. What do you guys do? Let me know in the comments. So while I was away, I was having a good think about what I should add onto these Wisdom Wednesday videos, and something that crops up so much is really just about who you are as a person, why you get into the beauty industry or the nail industry, why you're doing what you're doing. That comes up a lot. It comes up a lot in training when I have students come in and learn, and they ask me, you know, how to set up my business and what sort of things should I advertise, and should I wear a uniform, what should I decorate my nail space like, and it all kind of comes back to who are you? Who are you even? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to portray yourself to be? So let's break that down and have a little bit of a think about that. So I don't mean who are you as in your name or your age, do you have kids? I don't mean that. I mean who do you want to be when you turn up for work every day? And I'm sure that every single one of us that are going into the beauty industry for the first time, or have been in the industry for a little while, have all done paid jobs, so contracted jobs. And when you're in a job where you're working for somebody else, or you're in a job where you're working for yourself, or you're self-employed, those two things are totally different, and you get to show up as two different people if you want to. What do I mean by that? So when you go into a job, depending on what job you're doing, there is an expectation that you behave a certain way, that you act a certain way, that you dress a certain way, that you look a certain way. And you show up to work as that person. Your customers are not your own. When you work in a paid position, your customers will be somebody else. And even if you work in the beauty industry and you're a salaried member of staff, your customers are not your own. You are working on behalf of the salon, under the banner of the salon's name or the owner's name. When you work for yourself and you become a sole trader, or you're working individually, or you're doing mobile work and that kind of thing, you are your salon name, you are your owner's name, you are the owner. So everything comes back to you. So it comes down to who do you want that person to be. Now, I think if you have made the step to become self-employed or work for yourself, then there is a reason for that. So I want you to really have a think about what all the reasons are for that. Why are you doing this? Is it freedom of time, freedom of money? Is it about both? Is it about wanting to just be in control of your own business, earning the sort of money that you want to earn, working when you want to work? Maybe you're working around commitments, but a lot of it is about being able to turn up to a job that you enjoy, being authentically yourself. But if you've spent your whole working life turning up to a job as an employed person as someone else, how do you know what your authentic self looks like? So that's something to really bear in mind before you start branding yourself as a independent worker. It's really worth having a think about what you want people to see when they look at your social media, when they look at you as a business. Do you want to portray that sort of spa salon image, so your workspace is very neutral. You know, we see all these really beautiful salons that are kind of beige and gold and like pampas grass, and very sort of, that gives me very cool, serene spa vibes, very relaxing, that kind of thing. We see salons that are very pink and girly with the flower walls and the unicorns, and again that kind of gives off a different vibe, but still very like just very girly and nice. You'll see aesthetic salons sometimes that are white. That gives me very clean, sterile vibes. You know, if I'm having injections done, I want to know the place is really clean, and kind of that gives that sort of impression. All the staff are in like white tunics and that kind of thing. Okay, quick change of scenery. I am now home from my errands and plonked myself on the sofa with my dog. Never any peace and quiet with this dog. He will probably be barking all the way through. So where were we? We were talking about aesthetic and how you present yourself and how you look. So the whole who are you and who do you show up as, I think is so important when you're self-employed, because who you are attracts the people that come to you, especially if you work at home or if you've got like a little cabin, even if you're in a salon, because actually who you show up as and who you are as authentically being yourself will be exactly the sort of people you attract. So if you turn up as somebody you're not and you think you have to be one of these sort of stereotypes, Royal Mail here, my dog has taken offence. Honestly, I don't get a second to do anything. We've dealt with Royal Mail, who wasn't in fact a murdering intruder to my house, as the dog thought he may have been, but Frankie, not a second do I get to myself to do. Okay, so where were we? I think he's settled. Okay, so we're talking about aesthetic and what it is really that you want to attract and want to bring to your business. So there is this kind of misconception that there is this stereotype of the beauty girls that you have to live up to, or you have to portray, or your beauty has to be, your beauty business has to be a certain way with certain colours and all that type of stuff. But actually it doesn't. I mean, my my cabin where I do nails is painted black with glitter in the paint, and has like a tropical wallpaper and neon signs, and it's got a drinks fridge in it, and you can turn up in like Crocs and a onesie if you like, and I might turn up in Crocs and a onesie, and yeah, it's kind of very relaxed and a bit alternative, and just it's a reflection of who I am, because beauty services are quite an intimate business really. I mean, you're going to be spending like hours with somebody, either holding their hands if you're doing nails, leaning on their face if you're doing like lashes or skincare or any of that kind of stuff. So actually it is quite an intimate thing. You're going to be spending lots of time with these people. So if you're attracting somebody based on presenting yourself a certain way, it isn't just clients that are going to turn up and get a shock. You know, if I had this social media of this very clean kind of white aesthetic, and then they turn up and I look like this, they're going to get a shock. Whereas my social media portrays exactly who I am, my space portrays exactly who I am, and all of the clients that I attract are very much like me. So you need to think about what it is that you want to get from this, the kind of people you want to hang out with on your job, in your job. And obviously you will always get clients that are not exactly like that, but it's about kind of putting out what you want to get back, if you like. This boy is furious. There is works going on over the road and he is fuming. He's fuming. So this is what I mean about who are you? Turning up as you, turning up as authentically yourself as much as you can be, and attracting the people that you want to hang out with and spend time with and ultimately get paid by. So, you know, what better job is there in the beauty industry that we have, just to work with people that are like us, that we attract, doing a job that we love and get paid for it. Have a little think about that. If you've got any questions, as always, pop them down below. You can join the No Bullshit Nail Club on Facebook. You can send me messages on my Instagram, which I'm going to put up there somewhere, which is LisaJane_nails_training. You can send me an email if you want, and if you have any other questions or queries, anything you want to see in these videos, all you've got to do is let me know. Hope you have a great Wednesday and a great week. Me and Frankie, we're going to make sure the neighbours are not up to any naughtiness. Frankie is the neighbourhood watch. He's the curtain twitcher. I don't let him. I've taken away his windowsill privileges today because he's been a naughty boy, barking at people that actually live here. So yeah, we're going to have a little cuddle, do some admin, and we're going to speak to you all next time. See you later. Bye.